What if I told you the NBA Slam Dunk Contest was once so dead, the league canceled it, only for a high-flying legend to bring it back to life? From legends to letdowns, from sportsmanship to controversies, how did we get here? How did a simple exhibition turn into one of the NBA's most hyped and, at times, criticized events? Stay tuned as we check out the crazy evolution of the NBA Slam Dunk Contest. If you like this video, leave a comment below and slam dunk on those like and subscribe buttons while you're at it. Well guys, you see, before mascots were spinning on hoverboards and dudes were jumping over cars, the art of the dunk was just raw, pure, and straight up rebellious. Believe it or not, there was a time when dunking was considered disrespectful. Yeah, imagine telling Ja Morant or LeBron James to lay it up nicely. Crazy. Now let's rewind to the funky 70s. While the NBA was still playing it clean, safe, and old school, the ABA, that wild, flashy cousin of pro basketball, was cooking up something electric. Yes, in the year 1976, at the ABA's final All-Star game, they pulled off the first ever pro dunk contest. And leading the charge, the one and only Julius Dr. J. Erving. This man didn't just dunk, he levitated. That iconic free throw line slam? Yup, Dr. J did it first, gliding through the air like he was built in a lab. The crowd lost their minds, and history was made as soon as he took flight. But it was short-lived, and after the ABA-NBA merger later that year, the NBA wasn't quite sure about turning dunking into a spectacle. It was still just a two-point shot to them. The NBA finally got brave and decided to test the waters at All-Star Weekend in Denver, Colorado. They called in the heavy hitters, Larry Nance, Dominique Wilkins, Julius Erving himself, and a few others to battle it out. In the end, it was Larry Nance, the man with springs for legs, who took home the first ever NBA Slam Dunk Contest crown, edging out legends and proving that dunking wasn't just a move, it was worthy of being an event. And just like that, the foundation was set. The Slam Dunk Contest was officially in the NBA's DNA. Alright, this is where things got dire. Yeah, the mid to late 80s weren't just about short shorts and boomboxes. It was the golden era of the slam dunk contest. The energy, it was off the charts. The dunks, filthy. The rivalries, iconic. As Dominique Wilkins, aka the human highlight film, entered the scene, he wasn't here to play nice. Every dunk he threw down looked like it was personal. There was power, aggression, and attitude in each one. If the rim wasn't shaken when Neek landed, it just didn't count. And as if this wasn't enough, there came this young, smooth, rising talent named Michael Jordan, straight out of North Carolina. You might have heard of him. Skinny kid with springs in his legs and a swagger you could feel through the TV screen. When MJ showed up in 1985, it wasn't just a dunk contest, it was a showdown for ages. From 1985 to 1988, we got straight classics. Year after year, Dominique and MJ went head to head, pushing each other to new heights. Dominique was throwing down those tomahawk jams, looking like he wanted to tear the rim off the backboard. And MJ, man, when he took off from the free throw line in '87 and floated like he had a jetpack strapped to his back, a legend was born. That was the moment Air Jordan stopped being a nickname and became a whole movement. Then came the 1988 Slam Dunk Contest in Chicago, and here's where the drama kicked in. In front of his home crowd, MJ pulled off another ridiculous free throw line dunk. The judges, straight 50. But here's the thing, was it better than Dominique's dunk moments earlier? A lot of folks didn't think so. To this day, people still argue that Neek got robbed. But the controversy or not, this era laid the blueprint. Athleticism, style, rivalry, big names. The dunk contest was no longer a slideshow, it was the main event. And the whole world was watching. Damn. As the NBA evolved, the 90s were a decade where the dunk contest started getting a little strange. See, after the epic Jordan versus Wilkins battles, the league had a tough act to follow. And while the contest still had its moments, things slowly shifted from, wow, that's insane, to, wait, was it real or an illusion? First, Cedric Ceballos in 1992. Dude pulled a dunk no one had seen before, mostly because he couldn't see it either. My man slapped on a blindfold, took a couple of steps, and somehow threw it down. Was it a great dunk? Nah, but the crowd went crazy, and just like that, the props era was born. Then came Harold Miner, aka Baby Jordan. The media hyped him up heavily, claiming he was the next MJ. He could soar, but while the hops were real, the legend status, Not quite. Anyway, guys, let's give credit where it's due. Isaiah Ryder's Easy Bay Funk Dunk in '94 was different. Between the legs, midair, and clean, it was one of the coldest dunks of the decade and instantly a classic. The problem was, as the years rolled on, the big stars stopped showing up. No more Jordans, no more Dominiques. The contest started leaning on gimmicks over the game. People jumping over random people, dunking with weird props, or putting on capes. The vibe went from legendary battles to a talent show at a theater. By 1998, the NBA called it quits and canceled the contest altogether. Fans were losing interest, and the spark just wasn't there anymore. The 90s gave us moments, no doubt, but it also marked the start of a debate. Was the dunk contest about pure skill or pure show? The dunk contest was on life support. No stars, no excitement, and after the 1999 lockout, we weren't even sure if it was worth bringing back. Damn. But in 2000, the NBA took a chance, made a bet, and thanked the basketball gods because they were too kind. The GOAT, Vince Carter, pulled up and changed history. Now, if you weren't around for this, imagine the crowds buzzing, players on the sideline already standing, camera zoomed in, and then boom, Vince's first dunk, a reverse 360 windmill. Not a regular 360, a reverse one. Mid-spin windmill hammer. The place exploded. Shaq's face on the sideline said it all. Pure disbelief. And Vince was just getting warmed up. Next, he hit the between the legs off the bounce. Bounce it, catch midair, switch it between the legs, and throw it down clean. The audacity, the elevation, the hang time. People were jumping off their seats. Then came the dunk that broke the internet. Before there was an internet to break, Vince went up, dunked it, and left his whole arm hanging inside the rim, elbow in the hoop. Man didn't just dunk on the rim, he dunked through it. Then he looked at the camera and gave that "it's over" sign. Iconic. This wasn't just a good dunk contest, it was a cultural event. Vince Carter didn't just save the dunk contest, he made it must-watch TV again. Those highlights were everywhere. ESPN, local news, VHS mixtapes, people recorded it on tapes just to re-watch it 100 times. Oh goodness. And fellas, to this day, that 2000 dunk contest is in every top 3 list ever made. Some even say it's the greatest dunk contest of all time. And honestly, they might be right. Anyhow, after Vince Carter single-handedly revived the dunk contest in 2000, the league knew it had something special again. But as the years rolled on, a new era took over. One where it wasn't just about how high you jumped or how hard you dunked, it was about the show. In 2008, Dwight Howard, yes, a 6'11" center, decided to switch it up. Not content with regular dunks, he transformed into Superman. Literally, cape and all. Dwight soared through the air for a lob dunk that wasn't even a true slam, but the crowd went ballistic. It wasn't about technicality anymore, it was about the moment. Then came Nate Robinson. At just 5'9", Nate was like your favorite underdog in a video game. Dude won the dunk contest 3 times, including one unforgettable year where he jumped over Dwight Howard himself. The contest became part dunk-off, part talent show, part comedy act, and honestly, fans loved the entertainment. As the 2010s kicked in, social media changed everything. Now, dunks didn't have to just impress the judges in the building, they had to go viral. Props, costumes, cars, glow-in-the-dark balls, nothing was off limits. But no contest in this era hits harder than 2016. Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine. And God, if you weren't watching this live, you missed a moment in hoops history. Aaron Gordon came through with something nobody had ever seen. In the next dunk, Gordon came in, grabbed the ball mid-spin, put it under both legs in midair. We're talking like he's sitting in an invisible chair up there and slams it down. Clean, powerful, effortless. Zach LaVine wasn't backing down either. Dude wasn't content with regular free throw line dunks. Nah, this man was out here hitting windmills from the free throw line. Not just one either. The extension, the power, the smoothness, it was one of those moments where you had to rewind it 10 times just to believe it was real. The whole arena was losing their minds. Players on the bench acting like they saw a UFO. It was so good, people still argue who won. And more importantly, it reminded the world that the dunk contest could still deliver legendary moments. And here's where social media turned the dunk contest into a global event. Twitter, Instagram, Vine, RIP. Within seconds, those clips were everywhere. You didn't have to wait for SportsCenter's top 10. The dunks were viral before the trophy was even handed out. The NBA noticed too, and they started messing with the format. Fan voting experiments came and went. Some dunks were judged live, others went to online polls. The problem was, this led to controversies. Great dunks getting low scores, weak dunks somehow getting 50s. Fans were heated, and the scoring system was catching more L's than the Knicks in the early 2000s. While moments of brilliance have flickered, inconsistency has become the contest's most reliable feature. Top-tier talent has largely given the event the cold shoulder. LeBron James, despite fans' endless pleas, never graced the contest with his aerial artistry. This superstar's absence has created a vacuum that lesser-known players struggle to fill, leaving viewers wondering, where's the star power? But yeah, in 2020, we almost got another classic Derrick Jones Jr. versus Aaron Gordon. Amazing dunks, but once again, the judges fumbled the bag. Gordon jumped over 7'5" taco fall and still didn't win. It earned a controversial 47, crowning Jones Jr. champion and leaving fans and players alike scratching their heads. It felt like deja vu from 2016. This scoring controversy joined a growing list of judging inconsistencies that have plagued recent competitions. What was once innovation now feels like theatrical distraction, jumping over celebrities, using props, or incorporating elaborate setups that sometimes overshadow the athletic feat itself. Yet, just when the dunk contest seemed destined for irrelevance, 2023 delivered an unexpected hero. Mac McClung, a relatively unknown G League player, electrified the basketball world with a performance that blended raw athleticism with creative flair. His showcase momentarily rekindled the magic that made the contest worth watching. In the 2024 contest, McClung continued his impressive run with another spectacular performance. As a 6'2" guard playing for the Orlando Magic's G League affiliate, he defended his title against competitors, including Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics, who was the first All-Star participant in several years. McClung's 2024 performance featured several highlight-worthy dunks, including a stunning 360-degree between-the-leg slam that earned perfect scores from the judges. To top it all off, McClung returned in this year's contest, once again throwing down electrifying dunks paying homage to earlier ones such as Aaron Gordon's hoverboard dunk and Blake Griffin's dunk over a car. He beat Stephon Castle to become the first player to ever win 3 dunk contests in a row. You see, the slam dunk contest didn't just change the NBA, it reshaped basketball culture worldwide. Those jaw-dropping dunks inspired an entire generation of streetball legends, park hoopers, and viral dunkers who blew up on YouTube and Instagram. Platforms like Ball is Life and Dunkademics turned high school and pro-am dunkers into overnight celebrities, with clips reaching millions in minutes. The contest's impact didn't stay stateside either. Today, slam dunk contests are staples in leagues all over the world, from China's CBA to FIBA tournaments and EuroLeague All-Star weekends. Dunking became more than a highlight. It's now an art form and a branding tool. Players craft signature dunks and use them to build their personal legacy. The slam dunk contest has been the stage for iconic moments, unforgettable controversies, and the evolution of basketball's boldest performers. As we look ahead, will the next generation of dunkers soar even higher? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the slam dunk contest will always be basketball's ultimate show. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave some comments below and don't forget to dunk on those like and subscribe buttons while you're at it. See you next time.